Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Mohamed Taha Peren. I am 10th class IT student in our school, and today in these lessons, we are going to learn basic Python. So let's wait a little bit and then start. Okay, I think let's start with share my screen. Is everything okay? Everything is okay. So, okay, guys. Um, as I said, hello everyone again. Welcome to our first lesson of Python. Today we are going to write uh, codes. We are not gonna write codes today. We're gonna learn what is Python. We will start slowly and learn what Python actually is, what can we do with it, and how can we how we can use programs like Visual Studio Code or Python to write Python code easily. And by the end of this lessons, we will gonna understand what Python does, why people love it, and how to run your very first line of Python code. Hello world. So let's start with what is Python. So Python is a programming language, as you know, and this means it's a special language that lets us give instructions to our computer, giving uh, new things to our computer, and we can tell the computer what to do, and it will follow our commands that we write step by step. So we are not using our computer right now. We are giving commands to uh, make our computer uh, to do something. So Python was created by Guido van Rossum, called a man called Guido van Rossum in 1991, and he wanted a language that was simple, clear, and easy to understand and easy to read. Uh, he wants to uh, he wants Python like almost like the English uh, and understandable to people that don't know the language, and people who are learning this new language, programming language. So that's why Python looks different from other programming languages. Like for example, in Python, we can write. We're gonna learn it, but I'm gonna say it right now. Like print hello world. Uh, Probably you know. So print function is in English, so you can easily understand it. Okay, but in let's come to the other languages. It's the same thing looks much longer or much more complex and more complicated. So maybe you don't understand it first, and it's not so easy to understand. Python is different with this topic. So okay, let's continue with why Python is so popular. Why are we using it? Why people that start to learn like programming languages, why they why do they start with Python first? So let's talk about it. And Python is one of the most popular programming languages in the world right now. It's used by companies like Google, NASA, Netflix, and YouTube, and many other companies. But it's easy. So as we said, it's easy. So it can be used by students, scientists, and people who just want to learn programming languages for fun, or students like us for our lessons. And there are a few big reasons why people love Python. And as we said, it's easy to learn. The codes look so simple and clean according to the other languages, and it's flexible. So that means the code looks the that means you can use websites, games, data, AI, and more. And also, it works everywhere. Uh, Windows, Mac, Linux, every software can run Python easily. And lastly, it has a huge community. This means there are millions of people who write Python, share and help, and create free tools that you can use in your IDs, IDEs. So, Python is like the universal language of coding, according to me and most of the people. Once you know Python, you can move to other languages much more easily because Python, like, it's so easy, and the starting, it's so good to start in learning programming languages. So let's look at a graphic, and it's written Python compared to smaller growing technologies. As you see, it's Python's growing so fast and so big, and according to the other growing technologies like Rust, Go, Scala, TypeScript, and others, it's so uh, it's growing so fast and huge. Others, as we look at the years 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2018, and it's continue to growing right now in 2025. Okay, so let's continue it. Let's compare the Python language with the other languages. Um, so Python is easier to learn than many other programming languages, as we said, like C++, C, or Java, as you see in the slide. And these languages, uh, so let's compare it with first with C and C++. As you see in the picture, these languages are very fast and powerful, according to the Python, but they are more complicated, according to the Python. You must manage memory and use many symbols to use it and learn it. You need to learn them. And for example, printing something in C looks like this. Let's write in the. You should like print F hello world. That was print in the Python. Like it's English, but this kind of understandable. But in the other functions or codes, this is going more complex to understand. So you also need to write extra lines just to start your program according to the Python. So it's not so easy as Python is. So let's come to the Java, as you see in the picture, the logo of the programming language. And Java is also so popular, but it's longer to write. So in Java, to say hello world, to write hello world to your screen, you need to like write 6 lines of code, almost six lines of code. But Python, in the other hand, it's short and simple, as we said. You need to like write the function print. It's English, and people that don't know anything about programming languages can understand what it does. It's with one line, easy to write and easy to read. So that's why Python is great for beginners, and you don't need to worry about extra symbols or long structures that uh, comes with this languages C, C++, or Java. And you can focus on learning logic, how computers think. So let's talk about um, 1 second. So let's talk about 1 second. Let's say stay in the call. It has a warning. Okay, let's continue. So let's talk about where do we write this code? And you can ask this question, of course. So let's talk about it. We don't just write code anywhere, like in a Word or Notepad that you can open here. You cannot write this Notepad or anywhere. Uh, we have IDEs here to write it. We need a special program that helps us write, check, and run the code. So this program's called an IDE. And this IDE means Integrated Development Environment. Uh, so let's say it again. Integrated Development and Environment. So that means it's like a special workspace that for programmers. And let's talk about what it helps. Do we need an ID to write it, or we can we can use just the idle of the Python that I'm gonna show it in the next minute. And ID helps write code faster, find and fix mistakes in your code, and run and test your programs. It helps these, and these are so important because it shouldn't be complicated while you're writing your code. Uh, so let's look at some examples of IDEs. Okay, let's start with idle of Python. This IDE, idle, there's the picture of it, and the idle is comes with Python automatically when you download the Python. It comes with it, so you can use it, but it's so complicated. You should write everything with your hand. It's not fixing anything. It's not fixing mistakes. It's not showing your mistake. You should find your mistakes with just looking and checking everything. We're gonna learn little codes here in these lessons, but uh, that can fixable and checkable. But in the future, you're gonna write hundreds of so many codes, and that's gonna be so hard to check it out, what's wrong and what's the errors in your code. So we cannot use idle of the Python. Before I tell what I'm gonna, before I say the common IDs that you can use, let's learn how to download our Python. So you need to go Python.org, and as you see, you can see details about Python programming language. Uh, okay, the um, latest software is 3.14.0, but I prefer you to use 3.11. I think it's the most it's good for using, and it's running well. So we need to come to the downloads. You can see all releases here, by the way, and what they fixed and when they come out, when the release you can learn release date is. So as we said, we're going to download from here. So I have a Windows PC, so I'm choosing Windows. Yeah, if you have macOS or Android or anything else, you can choose it from there. So let's scroll down and find 3.11 because I prefer that I recommend it to use it. I recommend it 3.11 and 8. So you should uh, choose your PCs. You should learn your PC's bits and download it. I'm not gonna talk about it. So you should uh, download it from here. Let's download it. I have it in my PC, but I'm gonna show you. So you should choose while downloading. You should choose this add Python exit path thing before downloading, and then you should install and okay. So let's close this. Okay, so when you download it, as I said, the Python idle comes with it. So let's look at it. As you see, Python idle is here. So let's write our first code in Python idle. As we said, there is a function called print, and it's English, so that was easy that we talk about it. So as you see, I'm writing everything with my hands. I open my parentheses with my hand. I close my parentheses, my hands. It's not doing it itself. So, and it's not showing any errors or whatever is wrong. So that's why ID is so important. So I'm just gonna do it with my hands. Let's write hello world. And we need to start it with enter. And as you see, the result is in the terminal hello world. But if we write it wrong, let's write like this. As you see, there is a error and it's not explained so good. So the IDs is important in here. There's a lot of IDs that you can use in the internet and you can find it. So let's continue with PyCharm. As you see in the middle of the screen, a PyCharm is a more advanced IDE according to the idle. It has many features like auto completion and debugging, but it's heavier and slower, so not great for small projects. You can use it if you want. And there's Jupyter Notebook. This is used mostly for data science. It lets you write code in small sections and see results immediately, and it's great for experiments, math, and graphs. So you can use it too. But in our lessons, we're going to use Visual Studio Code, and this is it's fast, free, and supports many languages. You can it's not only supports Python. You can write codes with other languages in this IDE. It's not for just Python. So, and it's fast, free, and supports many languages, as I said. And you can install Python extensions to make it work perfectly in your projects. And it also has nice features like color themes, error highlights, and code suggestions for you to write your code fast and good. So Visual Studio Code is a good balance, simple enough for us, and power also powerful enough for real projects. So, okay, let's continue with downloading Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's come to the site, and as you see, you can download it for Windows. It's here. You should download it from here, and it's gonna be there. You should do installation things by yourself because I downloaded it. So okay, let's open our Visual Studio Code. And as you see, it's now opened. So there's tons of features here. We are not gonna look at in just in this lesson because it has so many features. As I said, the Visual Studio Code, you can add Python extensions here. Okay. By the way, as I said, this IDs helps you to debug your codes. So first you need to download Python and Python debugger from here. Okay. Also, it has AI copilots that you can get help from it. So okay, let's come to the Explorer page and let's open a folder. So let's create a folder. Okay, let's name it test. Okay, there was a test. Let's name Python and open it. So we just created our Python folder, and we need to open a new file here in our folder, as you see. Okay, let's name it test py, because if we need to do our file Python file, we need to add p and y in the end of the folder file name. So okay, this is our Python file here. So let's write our very first code. We just opened it. So okay, as we said, there is a function called print, and as you see, it's completing itself, and you can use that with tab, but let's write it with ourselves. We're gonna like print, we're gonna open parentheses, and it's gonna as you see, it's completed itself. It's close the parentheses itself. It helps me, and we're gonna add thing here, and okay, let's write hello world. Okay, now it's done, as you see. So let's debug it here, and as you see, it gives hello world result to us. Okay, so let's understand what happened here. The print is a function here, and it tells Python to show something on the screen, and the text hello world is inside question marks, as you see, question marks here. If you don't add the question marks, it will not gonna be a text, so it will not run it. Python is not gonna run it. As you see, it gives a error because it's not text, so we need to add question marks here. Okay, and the parentheses tell Python that this is a function that we are calling. Okay, The print function is built-in function, comes with Python. In the next lessons, we're going to create our functions. Okay, so when we run the code, Python reads, use the print function and show the text hello world. Okay, let's run it again. As you see, use hello world. Okay, so let's recap what we learned and what we're gonna learn. So we learned what Python is and what it can do with it, and what Python is simpler and easy to use than other languages, and what's an IDEs and why we use what Visual Studio Code. We learn how to install Python on Visual Studio Code, and we add our extensions, and we learn how to write and run our first code. And in our next lessons, you will start learning how Python thinks. We're gonna learn the variables, data, and how to make the computer remember information. So see you in the next lesson, guys.